Peace. What's happening, good people? This gift here for Pay Us No Mind, and let's talk about Async. Now, Async is a creative canvas that allows artists to reinvent the whole experience of music collection. So it's like, when you think about it, I did a poll of friends that I got that I know collect music, that used to buy music, used to religiously go to music stores and buy CDs all of the time. And I say, hey man, why in an era where we had Napster and Morbius and LimeWire that you could go and download any album that you wanted for free, why did you go to the store and spend $16 to buy the authentic copy? And pretty much everybody's response was the experience. The experience of opening up that CD and unfolding the tray and reading credits and looking at pictures and all of these different types of things. And aside from the experience, it was knowing that they were supporting the artist, supporting this artist who made music that they enjoyed so much. So those were the two things, the experience and the fact of knowing that they were supporting the artist. Now, when you move into the era of digital music, what digital music did was it robbed fans of the experience, because there is no experience with digital music. You buy a digital download and it just goes into your library. You go stream music on Spotify from a playlist or whatever have you. It doesn't lend itself to any kind of experience. So what Async does is it changes that, like, rather dramatically, because an artist can create a system where fans get a unique version of the album. So it's like with a digital download, somebody buys a digital download off of iTunes, and what they get, everybody gets the same cover artwork and the same song. Everybody. There is nothing different from this person that downloads to that person that downloads. Everybody gets the same thing. What Async allows is for an artist to go in and you could take an album cover and add unique frames to it, like not even getting into the expansive things that you could do there, just keeping it simple. An artist could take their album cover and add a yellow frame, a green frame, a purple frame, and then have like a gold frame and say, okay, well, whoever pulls this gold frame gets like a free concert ticket or free merch or something like that, which gamifies it and adds in experience and makes it like this thing where people feel surprised and people feel rewarded and excited and stuff, because nobody knows what they're going to get. It's like this random draw. So somebody goes in Async, they click this button to mint, and it pulls in all of these random attributes. So it'll pull in a cover and it'll pull in a random frame that they don't know which cover they're going to get. Maybe it's the gold cover. Maybe it's a purple frame. Who knows? You know, and that adds in a new experience. And beyond that, there is a whole bunch of elaborate things that people could do there, from the standpoint of changing the color of your shirt, changing the color of your hat, making it different versions of the cover artwork altogether. A version of it with you, a version of it with you and a producer, a version of it with you and people that featured on particular songs, right? And even in the standpoint of the music itself can be exchangeable to some effect, right? So it's like an artist can make a song and put all aspects of the song on unique layers that anytime, or put each aspect of the song on individual layers, where when somebody comes in, they click mint, they all get a unique version of the song. So if you think about that from the standpoint of like a producer, you got these producers that sell non-exclusive beats, where people buy these beats and everybody gets the same beat. So it's like people go and somebody does content ID and then everybody's beat is getting flagged because they're all the same. So they put in this non-exclusive, other people are using it, right? But if a producer went to Async, they could upload each stem, right? Like you take each sound and you have different versions of the drum track, different versions of the, let's say there's a guitar, different versions of the guitar sound, all of these different things. And each person that comes in and buys that beat will get a unique mix of that beat, a unique version of that beat. And there could be over 10,000 different unique versions of the beat. So now you got 10,000 artists that could buy that song or that could buy that instrumental, and they will all have a unique version of it. So that's what something like Async can facilitate. So when I look at it, I'm like, hey, this is kind of fly, because it creates a new kind of experience. It creates new opportunities, new ways of doing things for artists and for fans, because it's like I said again, with traditional form of collective music, it's boring, it's stale, it's whack. That's why people don't buy music like that no more. And Async can kind of change that. Now it is an NFT marketplace, so that means that people would have to have a crypto wallet and have to engage with cryptocurrencies, but not so much, because they do allow people to pay with credit card. So there is that option, so it's not completely reliant on crypto. Now, I had created a project on Async called Cutie Cats, using like my daughter's cartoon cats that my daughter drew, and combined that with music, where there were unique attributes, and you had like different sets of eyes, different hats, different neckwear, like scarves and ties and things of that nature. And it's almost like Build-A-Bear. You got all of these random layers, and when somebody goes and clicks mint, it combines them all to create a unique cutie cat for that particular person, with audio and all of these different types of things. In the same way I did that, right? Which we got like over, I think, like 800 mints or something to that effect. The same way I did that is the same way any artist can utilize it. It just takes just a little bit of creativity and open-mindedness. Now, if an artist is not in a position where they know Photoshop and they got Photoshop or anything to that effect, you could use something like Canva to create the art. Canva is free, but if you want to use some of their advanced tools, you could pay, I think it's like $12 a month or something like that, that you could go in and kind of use the templates and stuff that they create, where you don't really need to know design in order to come out with something fly. So Canva is a tool that you could use. It's a link to Canva in the description box. But definitely, man, Async is a fly platform that artists should definitely be looking at and checking out and experimenting with, and creating this new experience for their fans, and kind of like just like trying something different other than releasing music in the same old boring way. Now, as always, you guys can comment. Let me know how y'all feel about it. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. As always, y'all can hit me up at Payusnomind on Instagram, at Payusnomind on Twitter, Payusnomind@gmail.com. This is Gift signing off. Pay us no mind. Peace, good people. One.